Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Q. Now I know you're probably wondering, what is this Say What show about? Well, basically, a year ago I started filming a documentary about masculine appearing lesbians. You also might call it studs, butch, tomboys, or aggressive. Well, I posted some clips on my MySpace and YouTube pages, and man, the response was overwhelming. I was flooded with emails and messages of you saying you wanted to see more faces from the LGBT community. You know why? Because we all have something to say, and we're so creative that we do it in so many different ways. So that's why every other week on Say What, I'm going to hit you with various forms of expression, from photography to spoken word, literature, music, activism. I'm going to make sure our voices are heard. So let's get to it.
Well, tell me what I say. Tell me what I say right now. Tell me what I say. Tell me what I say right now. Tell me what I say. Tell me what
I have a great first show lined up for you. In honor of Black History Month, we're going to profile some famous Black lesbians. After that, we're going to go out in the streets and hear what you have to say on a topic. We're going to end every show with some kind of performance. This week, I'm going to hit you with some music. But to start things off, I must begin where it all started, and that's with my documentary, Excuse Me, Sir. In case you haven't seen it, I asked some studs to define stud. Here's what they had to say.
Everybody has their own interpretation of studs.
Carries himself very manly.
Just a really aggressive female, you know.
A female that portrays or dresses or acts more masculine.
Usually in how you carry yourself makes you a stud or a butch.
I think a stud is actually a person who's dominant.
Got a little bit of testosterone, you know, flowing through our bodies.
You got your lipstick stud, who's somebody who dresses pretty much in like slacks or whatnot. She's a businesswoman. She probably put on some lipstick, but she's still a stud. You got your soft stud, who dresses like me, and you know, but pretty much knows she's a woman, but she's still a stud. You know, has male characteristics. And then you got your hard stud, which a lot of people like to call dyke. You know, really act like a nigga. Like, you know, they just hardcore with it. Those are the three different definitions of studs to me.
I think stud or butch is like totally self-identified, you know, because a lot of people might look at somebody that dresses more masculine, you know, wears baggy clothes or not feminine clothes, doesn't wear a lot of makeup or whatever, and define that as stud or define that as butch, but so much of it is like internal.
It's not something, I don't see a stud as something different, you know, like something outside of, you know, the regular pair, like male or female. I see a stud as someone who's like a bridge in between, and in between genders, and in between so many different things, qualities within that. So
Now, I know some people aren't comfortable with labels, and there's some people that are. Eventually, I'm going to do an entire show all about labels, breaking down why we identify with certain labels and why people are uncomfortable using them. But for now, I really want to find out what people feel about studs. But I want to find out from people who aren't studs. So I went out in the streets to find out. How do you feel about studs?
Never been asked that question before. Well, as long as they're caring people, I like them.
Well, I have a friend who's a stud, so I don't know. I'm straight, but I guess it doesn't matter, you know. If you like the same thing, you like the same thing, you know. Whoever you are is whoever you are, you know. You gotta like yourself, so that's the point. That's the thing that's supposed to matter. Look, counts the most. So if you like yourself, that's who you are, you know. I ain't gonna hate. I love gay people, so it's all cool.
He loves gay people. That's good.
Yeah.
It's just another female, actually. I don't have anything in particular about them to say. They just a human, you know.
You like studs? You date studs?
Yes, I do. I have nothing against studs. I have nothing against femmes.
Never give it much thought. Don't know very many.
Oh, I love studs. I'm standing next to one. I need to marry one. I love them. I really do love studs. They fool me sometimes, but you know, I always, that ain't no girl. That ain't no boy. That ain't no. Oh, but you know, I love studs.
I love stud bush lesbian because my mother's been in a lesbian relationship for 32 years. And her name is Jeanette, and her lover's name is Dolores. And my mother is the stud butch lesbian, and I think they hold the pants in the family. And I think that's fucking hot because my mother is more man than I could handle and more woman than I'll ever be.
Uh-oh.
And I think that's hot. And are you a stud butch lesbian?
Hey, what do you think?
Wait.
What do you think?
I think yes, because the hat is hot.
She looks like a lesbian to me. Hey, baby.
Guess what? I'm a straight woman in a man's body. Can I have a kiss too?
You can have a kiss too.
Can I have a real kiss?
Oh, yes.
This is how we do it out on the street. Okay, so I had to interview her because she didn't kiss me, you know. So, tell me.
Is this the Mardi Gras Girls Gone Wild?
This is Amy. This is Lesbian Gone Wild.
Lesbian.
So the question I'm asking is, I guess it's no longer G-rated. Kids, don't do this at home. Don't do this at home.
What is the question?
The question I want to know is, what do you think about stud or butch lesbians?
I love butch lesbians. I'm femmy, baby, so I need a butch. I'm femmy. I'm still experimenting.
You're still experimenting?
She won't be for long.
It's all good, but I ain't dating one.
I know. Isn't she fun? Look at this butch.
Just trying to be on the whole show.
It's all good, and you know, if you click like electricity, it's all good. I'm for it, and I would date one. Please, believe me.
Well, butch lesbians, I quite a few friends that are lesbian and butch, and I think they're amazing. I think they're great people.
We're great people.
They're amazing people. Look at her.
I love him. I'm gonna keep him.
I think they all drive four-wheel drives, and they frighten me.
You know what? It's funny that you asked me this. We saw this stud in here. Her name is Jessica, and she is hot. I mean, I like studs. I like all people. You know, I like people that embrace me, and I will, like, embrace them back. So I just like people.
You date studs?
I don't know about dating one, but Jessica, this girl I just saw, anybody would want to date her.
So we had to go find Jessica, you know, so zoom in on Jessica. For all the single ladies out there. Do you consider yourself a stud?
I consider myself Jessica. I don't label myself with anything.
Okay, cool.
Well, they asked me that, and I was like, I just met this girl, and I think she's a stud, and you know, she's hot, and that's why I ran in the back.
If you want to put a label on it, then yeah, I would.
But hey, it's a good label. Yeah.
Are you busy Friday night? Because I think Roy might want to take you to dinner.